phones in airplane mode or turn them off. We appreciate that. Okay, let's take a few minutes to breathe in together and get grounded in this space. Because wherever we are in sacred space. We're all a unique expression of the divine source. The one life that is God's life, that life is perfect, and that life is our life now. If you're setting an intention to experience a happier life, better health, more abundant living, you're in the right place. Please know that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here. Okay, we have a few announcements from our bulletin. I'm just going to emphasize a couple. One is on Tuesday night, our gratitude rain showers start again at 6:30 on our Zoom channel. And we have Beyond Limits, a fundamentals class that's going to be taught by Reverend Ronnie beginning on Tuesday, February 4th. And it's an 8-week class. And it's from 5:30 to 7 p.m. in person and Zoom. And it will be in the annex if you show up in person. If you're interested, let the office know. There's a flyer. There's a sign up out front, so if you check that out. Also, once a year we do a community envisioning session where we vision for the good of Center for Spiritual Living Tucson. And it's often we do it on a Friday and a Saturday. Sometimes people can't come on Saturday, so that will be the weekend, Friday, March 21st, from 6 until 8 p.m., and Saturday, March 22nd, from 10 until 2. In the annex, bring a bag lunch if you want. So there's lots more coming. Okay, let's take a few minutes to say hello and give hugs to our neighbors. Oh, there they go, come on. One other housekeeping thing. You're doing it. Nice. They're doing it. Okay. Okay. Okay, if you'll take your seats. Okay. All right. One more housekeeping announcement. Today, we're in shared space. Today, Unity is having their annual meeting in Harmony Hall. So at the end of service, we will be having fellowship, but check and see if they're still going on. We'll probably be off to the side or something if they are, but we still want you to join us for fellowship. Just be considerate of them. Okay, so we're happy you all have chosen to be here with us today. If you have any questions after service, please feel free to reach out to your practitioners and they will answer any questions that you may have. And now back to our fabulous musicians.
Thanks, Linda. Good morning, everybody. How y'all feeling? Good. Chris Wheeler and Maria are still south. I think they're in South America still. They'll be back next week. So we don't have a drummer today. So James and I are, I guess, all of Payphone Mafia, or 2/3 of a band that we play in a lot. And we play with this kind of configuration. Upright bass, also known as the doghouse bass. Any other names for this bass, James?
I've never heard that. Doghouse bass.
Never heard that? Ah. Now you have. All right. So we're going to play this opening song that you've been singing all month. It's called "Spirit Is in This Place," and we're going to see how it sounds, payphone mafia style. 1, 2, 3. Come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. Yeah. We have gathered here in love. This is your part. Sing with words of prayer. We affirm all life as sacred. We declare that peace is here. Yeah, peace is here. Sing it. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Yeah. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Sing that again. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. One more time. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Nice singing, guys. Nice singing. Thank you so much.
I'm going to ring this bowl of peace 3 times, and then I will give an invocation prayer. Thank you. Dear Mother, Father, God, we are so excited to be here today. It is our gratitude and our love that we share with each other, knowing that it's you inside us creating every moment. I know that you live and breathe and have your being as each and every one of us. And we are grateful knowing that you're in charge. So today, my gratitudes go out to our fabulous musicians, to our wonderful minister and the Unity minister, and all of the tech people and the office people and the front and the flowers. Thank you for everybody. So we're just grateful for this beautiful, beautiful Unity building this temple on this beautiful campus that we're on, we know that all is well, all is peace, all is grace, all is love. We send this prayer into the action of the law and we say, and so it is. So I'm going to read the spiritual thought today from our guide. And this is from Creative Mind and Success by Ernest Holmes. Oh, the candles, sorry. Oh, sorry, candles. Let's light, shall we light the candles, the flames of faith? Thank you. Good morning. We light a candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for the shamanistic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light a candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness and the path of love. We light a candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of surrender to divine love as the highest calling. We light a candle for the universal religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light a candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light a candle for all thoughts who are as yet unaware of the spiritual power and presence of spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them and all faith traditions unnamed in this ceremony. And the final candle is the healing candle. It represents the revealing of the divinity at the core of all experiences. This is your candle for whatever is in your mind and heart that requires the light. So now the spiritual thought for today in our programs. A good practice, and this is by Ernest Holmes. The book is Creative Mind and Success. A good practice is to sit and realize that you are a center of divine attraction, that all things are coming to you, that the power within is going out and drawing back to you all that you will ever need. Think of the law as your friend, always looking out for your interests. Trust completely in it, and it will bring your good to you. Can we read the affirmation together? I trust in the law, knowing it is my faithful ally, always working for my highest good. My future is bright, and I welcome all the blessings that are coming my way.
I think you know this song. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive. Again. receive. Why we're here, let us be open channels. If love is why we're here, let us give and then receive. Sing that again. If love is why we're here, let us be open channels. Give and then receive. Give and receive from your toes. Give and receive. Full of breath. Give and receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me give and then receive.
On your program, let's do this prayer together. Loving Spirit, I open to your presence through my mind and heart to the higher consciousness of love. I awaken my earthly direction in life to the universal will of my highest good, accepting daily nourishment from the presence of your Spirit within. I recognize and I forgive others. I accept your guidance as I embrace your radiant light in and through me. For yours is my true inner power and selfhood forever and ever. I accept this to be so, and so it is. Amen.
Yeah. So, that's really... Okay, this song is called When Good Things Fall Apart, Illenium, John Balian. Another one of those songs that just hit me in the pandemic is wonderful. It's fun because it'll sound the way we do it. It's going to sound very upbeat, but the lyrics are not. So it's a great tune and very emotional. And those of us that are old, we know this feeling of like, no matter what you do, but that's okay. Did I say something wrong? Did you hear what I was thinking? Did I talk way too long when I told you all my feelings that night? Is it you? Is it me? Did you find somebody better? Someone who isn't me? 'Cause I know that I was never your type. Never really your type. Overthinking's got me drinking, messing with my head, yeah. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I can be dramatic, said it was real. Guess I really did believe you. Did you fake how you feel when we parked down by the river that night? That night when we fogged up the windows in your best friend's car, 'cause we couldn't leave the windows down in December. Oh, 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 oh. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I can be dramatic, but everybody said we'd had it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm coming to terms with a broken heart. I guess that sometimes good things fall apart. Overthinking's got me drinking, messing with my head. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I can be dramatic, but everybody said we'd had it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm coming to terms with a broken heart. I guess that sometimes good things fall apart.
Thanks, guys. Good job.
And to add to that, when good things fall apart means they're actually falling together. So we all know that, right? So there's no, yeah. So when things do feel apart, it's really that they're making way for something else. So good morning. Say with me, God is. I am. God is. I am. God is. I am. So wonderful to see each and every one of you this morning. So we're going to continue our conversation with the spiritual journey of science of mind. And this is I do believe, the last Sunday that I will be discussing that. And how I am going to do this is we are going to talk about ready, set, grow. Yes, what does all that mean? Well, it means that we come to an amazing space like this. And what I want to share with you is I love this sacred space. I love everything about it. And I love the fact that we gather here each week, and as individuals, we gather here with open hearts and open minds, and we each come to study whatever that unique form of God or spirit or whatever you want to call it is within each one of us. It is unique. And it's an amazing relationship that we continue to grow and to wonder about and explore. And we do this together. And we also do it in classes and other things. I cannot experience God as each of you do. But what I understand is that this sacred space that we call a sanctuary is that once we cross that threshold back there, is allowing us to leave the outside world behind. And we come in here and we are allowed to enter into that special spiritual reunion or communion with the God of our understanding. This is a safe space to be in this spiritual oneness, the spiritual mind that flows in and through each and every one of us, allowing us to be in this experience of sharing a common belief system, a philosophy, and a way of life. We bring only into this room unconditional love, and hope. So we, right here, right now, we're preparing our hearts and minds. And you're all thinking, where is she going to go with this? And it's that way every Sunday. Where do each of us go in our minds and in our hearts when we are exploring that communion of the Word? And it's not just biblical, it's what we all know to be true about our journey, our sacred journey. You know, to be ready is to partake in the infinite, in that infinite power that dwells within each one of us. That I, like you, each week learn from my experience, believe it or not, with each and every one of you. So it's just not a one-way street here. Is that you give as much to me as I hope that I give to you. So are we ready? Yes, I believe that. I believe that over over these last 3 weeks, we have spent our time in understanding the science of mind principles and how it works and the thing itself, which is God, and the way it works and what God does in our lives. And today, now we get to know the relationship, that relationship that we are indeed ready for. So let's see. I just lost my thought. That's weird. So what does Spirit want to say? Okay, Spirit, what do you want to say? Actually, let me see here. My notes. I'm going to cheat. So, okay. How do we use the power and the presence of God within us? How do we do that? What happens is we realize that power and that presence occupies all space, fills every nook and cranny of our lives. It is ever present and always available, even though at times we say, no, it's not around me, it's not within me. I don't know where the heck it is, but it's certainly not where I think it is. And then we become quiet and we allow that still small voice to say, I'm still here, even though we've pushed it away. So today I want us to look at, how do we have that relationship within us? How does this power, this essence of unconditional love work through us? How does it do that? Well, first of all, it responds to what we think. So when we say, be careful what you think, we mean it. Because when we have particular thoughts, we can create whatever that experience is. Ernest Holmes said, change your thinking, change your life. And actually, I'm going to back up a little bit with that. William James actually coined that phrase first. And Ernest Holmes and everyone else on the metaphysical path just kind of manipulated it a little bit. They kind of shortened it so everybody would understand it. But it still means change your thinking, change your life, which means if you change, how you perceive something in a different way, that actually it can be better. Why do we have to harbor certain ways of thinking the way it has to be? Really? It's really all a mental attitude. What is our mental attitude towards things? You can wake up, here it is. You can wake up every single morning and declare a great day, or you can declare that it's the worst day ever, right? And that it is what I would say conditional living. You live by conditions. You live by whatever is dictating out here. So that is your monitor of how you're going to be in the day. Well, I don't like what's going on, so life sucks. And that's the way it's going to be. Really? Why? I ask you why you have to have that particular mindset. Why is it a condition? We're always at choice. So what empowers you more? What empowers you more? Is it the conditional living or is it the unconditional living? Unconditional living. It is when the conditional living that I suggest you trust whatever's going on around you. You trust the process. Let go of what your story is and what you are creating in your mind about whatever situation it is, and you trust that presence, that God light within you to say, you're going to be okay. You're going to be safe. It's all about being safe and knowing that love is right where you are. You know, Ernest Holmes said, and you're going to love this one, so I'm going to say this very slowly, that if we believe that it will not work, it really works by appearing to not work. When we believe that it cannot and will not, then according to the principle, it does not. But when it does not, it still does. Only it does according to our belief that it will not. Right? So in an easier way of saying is, you know, how we believe whatever is appearing in our lives is what we take in. When actually what we can do is say, you know what? I don't see the truth in that. For me, that's not a truth. For me, I know that I'm going to trust this wonderful light, this wonderful love that is in and through me, and I know that whatever process or whatever I am invited to know, that it's going to get better. And I hold that truth. You know, the practice of science of mind calls for a positive understanding of the spirit of truth. It's a willingness, a true willingness to let the inner spirit guide us with the consciousness and knowledge that God's Spirit is always for us and never against us. It's never against us. Even though situations present themselves and we say, well, I must have really blown that one because Spirit really has, screwed up my life. Well, let's take it a little bit back. What have you or what have we done to create whatever that is? Did you forget to pay the bill and then the power was off? I mean, that's a very simple example. You know, how we have control over things. You know, and we look at it sometime as, well, why did that happen? My mom used to say, and I'd say, why me? And this is way before my ministry. And she says, why not you? I don't like that. Why not me? And then I got to thinking about it, and it was something I've carried throughout my life. And I have those words, and I thought, yeah, why not me? Why not can I have that experience? What is mine to know about myself? It's not about the outside here, it's about the inside. What is mine to know about me? So then we go from we're ready on our spiritual journey as we've discovered things about ourselves, and we go, okay, set. So in Hebrews 11:3 it says, we must trust the invisible, for it is the sole cause of that which is visible. Things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. We practice the unseen in the seen. Jesus used to say, when you see me, you see the Father. And what that meant was, I see God in you and you see God in me. It's not the guy in the sky in the chapel there, in the Sistine Chapel, reaching for Adam with the wind in his hair and the white robes and the angels, and they're going, that. It's not. It's not about that. It's about us seeing our divine self, as Jesus saw everyone as their divine self. You know, our human experience is really about our soul, and it relies on our consciousness. And what that is what we are present to. That's what consciousness is. What are we present to? And understand to be true. And operating, what is operating in a positive way in our lives for the highest good? You know, there's this topic that we often talk about in metaphysics, and it's called fear. We could say it's forget everything and run, or it is we talk about that fear is something that we don't have evidence for. You know, often what happens is we say, you know, I don't understand why I'm so afraid of whatever's going in my life, or I'm not understanding what's happening. And what that is it's the unknown. It's probably because whatever situation we are entering into is unknown. We don't know how to navigate it. So therefore, we're like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, we have no idea how it will affect us. How can it change our life? We don't want that. We don't want change. Or do we? Change is an amazing teacher. It teaches something about ourselves that we never knew before. It allows us to say, oh, okay, let me look at that a little bit deeper. And so what happens, instead of thinking that we're making a blind choice, we're actually making a positive one. Because we look at fear as false evidence appearing real. Because we have nothing to gauge it against, so therefore we are telling ourselves that it's going to be a horrible experience. Really? Do we really know that? No. Because in our minds we've already said that that's the way it's going to be. That is the story that we're going to tell ourselves. So recently, I want to tell you a small story. Actually, it's a big story, but it's a small one. We all know about the California fires. I had a dear friend who unfortunately lost all of her material world, as I want to call it. And so she and her husband and her dog and their car, looked at everything and went, now what do we do? And of course they did. They had those moments of, here's something that we worked our entire life for is now reduced to ash. And of course, they had no idea what they were going to do. Where are they going to go? What's going to happen? Is the insurance? How are we going to rebuild? I mean, a bazillion questions that they asked themselves. And then one day, they looked at each other and said, we've just been given a gift. Everything we own is now ash. So instead of looking at our material world has disappeared, we can say it has just reappeared and given us a gift of unlimited possibilities. We can now sell our land, pack up whatever else we want to, and head in the direction of whatever decides to blow us in that direction. But of course, my friend, she was a lot like what the biblical story of Lot's wife, where God, as the Tower of Babel and everything was falling around, God said, do not look backwards. And Lot's wife, of course, looked back. And of course, in biblical sense, they say that she was turned to salt. Well, a pillar of salt. That meant she was stuck. Well, in metaphysical language, yes, she was. She was stuck in her past. She couldn't move forward. She couldn't move backward. She couldn't move sideways because she was so stuck in her story. So what has happened now, with my friend and many others is they said, oh, heck, we're done. We don't have anything that is attached to. And so now we can redirect our lives. So instead of looking at the material world as an anchor, they looked at it as launching. We can launch into a new reality. We can launch into a new life. Nothing prohibits us from moving forward. So they decided that they were going to sell their land. And I said, are you kidding me? You've got, and I'm going, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, get over it. Okay. And I was the one that was hanging on to her past. And she's like, we had a good time. Now it's time for us to go. Be free. And the kids are gone. So we're just going to be happy nomads. And I thought, how many of us embrace that? That's what's going to happen, is they're just going to be free and unlimited. They realize there is no limitation. There is only freedom. And that was what they declared, and that was their true story. The realization was they could do whatever they wanted to, like we can. We can get past whatever it is that we're not in agreement with and say, you know what? I don't allow this anymore to anchor me where I am. I'm going to grow. Yes, I'm going to grow. So what does that mean? Growing means that we heal whatever has caused us some sort of discomfort. Now, healing is one of those things where we put our faith not only in ourselves, but in that essence of love. Healing is an action. It's not just sitting back and going, okay, I heal. No, is that we are taking steps for our highest good. This process is the time and effort which we undergo the realization of truth. That whatever story we have made up is not our truth anymore. That we can be free, we can be unlimited, we can do whatever we want. We don't have to be anchored in whatever that is. So I want to think about this. As we enter into the new year, let us understand that there is a new light of possibility for each and every one of us. Every day, a new experience. We wish to discover what we want to believe. Ernest Holmes said that what we believe in, why we believe in it, and why such a belief is reasonable, is insofar as possible to enter into the nature of the invisible cause of this manifest of ours. So what it means, actually in a shortened version, is what you believe you receive, and you can change your life however you want to. Because of course, as I've said, we are possibilitarians. So when we enter into the choice of learning a new sacred journey, we are ready. And that's what each one of us has done by being here. As we learn not just the principles, but what we discover, that which has been within us the whole time, the essence of love, God, Yahweh, whatever you want to call it, we are set. And using all that we learn is a continual growing experience of our heart and our minds. That is what we are. God is. I am. God is. I am. I love you. Namaste. And so it is. Gentlemen, I think they're doing pretty good for the two pieces today. Yay! Beautiful.
sing that song that I wrote for all of you, for all of us. Right On, and So It Is.
It is.
I haven't recorded this song yet, and I'm going to this year. And I wonder if any of you would be interested in participating in the choral part of that recording. Hi, Sharon. I knew you'd raise your hand. We'll consider this a little rehearsal, right? Right here,
Right here.
right now, right on, and so it is.
And so it is.
Right here,
Right here.
right now,
Right now.
right on,
Right on.
and so it is.
And so it is.
Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow's a dream. This moment is all I have, all that I see. Right here, right now,
Right now.
right on.
Right on.
And so it is,
And so it is.
right here,
Right here.
right now,
Right now.
right
Right on.
and so it is.
So it is.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's time now to be sharing a gratitude. And since we have to do this every week, sometimes we stretch and reach. And this year we kind of stretched across the ocean to the Chinese New Year. It's their Lunar New Year, and it's kind of perfect. For 2025, their zodiac ushers in the year of the wood snake, representing power, strength, prosperity, and good fortune. How much more in tune could we be? We're grateful.
Yes. And so, as we near the end of our celebration service, I just would like to say thank you for all of you being here today. And if this has moved you in any way and you feel like giving from your heart, there is a basket as you exit. And I just want you to know that whatever you put in is well received and is put out not only within Center for Spiritual Living Tucson, but out into the world. As we give out, we receive, and it is reciprocal. It's one of those wonderful things that just keeps going and going. So I just want to say thank you for all that is and all that will be.
Gratitude
For
for me.
me, gratitude. Why don't we all stand up? Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me,
Gratitude within
me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 And as we leave here today, I am so grateful for this beautiful spiritual community, that as I know that we live and breathe and have our being, that we continue to discover that beautiful light, that beautiful love that dwells within, and knowing that when we see someone else, we see that God, that love, that beauty for all that is and all that will be. Thank you, God. Together we say, and so it is.
I
Release and I let go.
I let the spirits run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God.
That's a
Thanks,
good one.
guys.